Well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't think my Loot Crate two figures here were ever going to show up. This NECA Loot Crate debacle has not been fun. I will say I'm happy that I have mine. Of course, today we're going to be looking at the Dark Turtle and Scrag. Let me know in the comments if yours have arrived or if you're still waiting on them, or did you pass on these? Do you regret them? Just let me know what you guys think. It's very bittersweet to have these. I still don't have the video game wave, so that's interesting. Just an FYI, I'll be doing the Loot Crate stuff at the end. Let's focus in on the figures for now. So let's go ahead and dive in. Starting with Donatello, the Dark Turtle. He looks very cool in his Batman Rebirth attire here. I say that jokingly only because of the purple cloth cape with the black on it. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was ahead of its time, apparently. Anyways, as far as the figure goes, you know, the Triceraton episode, this guy shows up, which I think it's kind of cool if you have all those figures. And then now you can tell kind of a complete story. I'd be curious to see how the toy photography community examines that. Anyways, this guy looks great. The paint works out well. The logo works great. The suit looks nice. I really have no issues with this guy. The cape came out fantastic. I love that there's wire in there. You can have fun with that. NECA, they do a wonderful job on their turtle line. I'm always impressed by it. I'm rarely disappointed. So anytime I get a new turtle in hand, I'm on board. As for this figure, I'm gonna say it's definite win. It hits all the markings minus the arrival time. So it's definitely a big win for me. Now let's go ahead and talk about articulation. Now in terms of the head, you know, it's our standard turtle articulation, rotation at the head. You got the side to side, looking up and down. And then once you get to that neck peg area, you're also going to have movement that goes down and it goes up and goes all the way around. So plenty of range of movement for those who need it. Now in terms of the arms spin all the way around. They go up that much and then they go down. You got the bicep cut right there, and then you have the single bend at the elbow, which is a hinge that rotates around, and then you have a hinge and swivel at the hand as well. That works out for all your turtle cowabunga needs. Now in terms of the upper body, it's mostly just a ball peg there. You're going to get some side-to-side movement, some rotation. He can go forward that much. As you can see, the shell begins to lift up. It doesn't really go back, but it's not the end of the world. And of course, it moves all the way around. In terms of the legs, he can go out that far, almost the splits. He can kick forward. He can go backwards, not really. You do have a thigh swivel built in with the ball peg system they got going on there. Double bend at the knees, a hinge that goes down, hinge that goes up, and rotation at the feet, which looks really nice. Now, Scrag is a figure that I was very excited to get, which is why I ordered the 4-figure set to get the free bonus figure that would show up in 2039. Actually, it's only 2022, so I can't complain too bad. Especially now that the pre-mutation pack came out, this guy is very cool to have in hand. And I don't know which version I like better, the mutated look or the human look. I'm leaning towards the human look right now, but they did a good job. The colors on this guy, you know, they have the toon aesthetic. They're not super crazy. They definitely work. The gloves look like Mickey Mouse gloves, but the jacket's got some tattering on it, the two-tone hair, and then the cool glasses. He's a fun figure to mess around with, and I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time Scrag's ever hit the turtle line, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, though. In terms of the articulation, I'll show you the human head first. And as you can see, it's your standard articulation, very similar to the Donatello. Same with the mutated head. It's got all the same stuff going for it. I don't know why I spent so long to show you all this, but maybe it will help you and whatnot, so you know what you're doing. Who says I know what I'm doing? As far as the neck peg plugged back in there, as you can see, you get a lot of good movement going out of it. Now, in terms of the arms, they go up and down like that, and they go around, but the jacket kind of hinders it, so just be a little careful. double bend elbow right there, and then rotation, and then you bring that out, rotation at the forearm, and then a hinge and swivel at the hands, and then that works out. And then as for the upper body, because of that plastic over there, it will crunch forward and it'll go back, but it's not going to stay there, so it's basically more useful as just a rotation. And then the legs kick out that far side to side. I forgot to show they kick forward, not really that far back. To bring the jacket out, you're going to want to do that to get a double bend. I don't know why you would, but I'm showing it to you. And then you got a hinge that goes up and down at the foot, and an ankle rocker like so, which works out pretty good. And then accessories. So this is the fun part. Scrag is definitely the winner in this category. He beats out the Dark Turtle mostly because he has the mutation factor going for it. Please be careful with the hands. There's the gun right there for him to do bad guy things, especially with the hammer. I put the hammer in, I got a whole bunch of white paint on it. Very frustrated with that. But here's the mutated head. Now I know the prototype head was different, so let me know in the comments what version of the head you like better. You like this one or the prototype head that they first showed off? I personally like this one for those counting. And then of course you got the mutated hands, and those hands are interswappable, so if you want to use different hands to express him, that way he's not so vibrant and lively. As for the Dark Turtle here, he doesn't have that many accessories. He's got that turtle gadget thing. I don't even know what it's called, I'll just be honest with you. I think it's like a batarang, but I think it serves as other functions as well. It looks very nice, and then he can hold it in his hand and look menacing and angry like he looks right there. And then of course he's got a pointy finger and an open hand to slap bad guys in the face whenever he dang well chooses to. And then here's another fun thing. They said it on the package, but if you have the Turtles in Disguise set, you can just pop off that head. I'm going to do that right here for you right now. As you can see, I'm going to use the hammer that got messed up by the Scrag hands and just pop off that top part of the head. There's that. Set it down. And then angry expression gone, and more muted, serious tone added on to add a different look to the guy. So there is that. Of course, I have the glossy finish on mine. Anyways, here's a quick size roundup for you of various lines to see how the turtles stack up. I'm sure somebody has something from one of these companies in their collection, so there you go. As for the Loot Crate items, I saved these for last because I don't know how much interest people actually have in them. So let's just go ahead and start breaking things down. I think first up on the chopping block here is the Triceraton pin, which came out good. I got no complaints with that. And then we have the Party Wagon license plate. I really have no use for that. I guess I can hang it up and stick it somewhere. I doubt that I will, but it's nice. The funny thing is, I crap on the Loot Crate items, but these oven mitts are actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I dig the oven mitts. Call me crazy, I don't care. And then of course, next up we have, I thought it was a t-shirt, but no, it's an apron for, you guessed it, Ninja Pizza, home of the nice slice. Very cool. I'll probably use it for a barbecue, maybe. So when it comes to the Dark Turtle, do I like the figure? Yeah. Am I happy that I got it? Yeah. Should you go out and pay secondary prices for it? I can't tell you that because that's your money. If I didn't order this set, my gut says that I wouldn't spend the money, but there's a part of me that says that it would. It's all up to you. I think it's a good figure. It's fun if you're just expanding on your TMNT Toon collection. As for Scrag, he's non-essential to the line. I think he only shows up in like 3-4 episodes. I could be wrong on that, but I don't remember him much in the show. There's a lot of things I don't remember about the show, so don't hold my feet to the fire on that. He looks cool, and as you see in mutated form, he's fun. But I still think I like the human form over the mutated form, but I may be biased. But he looks great with Bebop and Rocksteady, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much do it for me. Let me know in the comments, did you pick this up? Did you not? Well, what are your thoughts on it overall? Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and see what I'm doing over here. Check out all the other great stuff Comic Crusaders has to offer. Thank you so much for your time. And until we meet again, great googly moogly.